behind the Sun Inn. If you follow the cobblestones all the way back to the pedestrian alley, we're back there. We're one of the newest businesses here in downtown Bethlehem. On behalf of the Downtown Business Association and the Greater Lehigh Valley Chamber of Commerce, I'd like to welcome you to the 3rd annual Live Advent Calendar. It was created by downtown business owners to promote local businesses. It is the only one of its kind in the United States. We also did it to have a little fun. The door opens every night at 5 p.m. to a different business with a surprise. Tonight's featured business is Moravian Bookstore. This event was started 3 years ago, coincidentally on the 100th anniversary of the very first publication of the Advent Calendar as we know it today, to be printed and mass-produced. The Downtown Business Association believes that unity is better than isolation, and involvement is better than neutrality. All right, I need a volunteer to knock on this door 3 times. I need a little volunteer. I've got little ones. Do you want to come up here? Open the door, lady.
Oh. So cute.
Can I pick you up? Ready?
Join me in a song.
Okay.
Jingle bells. Okay?
All right.
Dashing
Through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ho, 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 bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
For anybody that's interested, Santa's going to be sitting over at the Commons, taking pictures. Bring the kids, adults, anybody. Come over and see me.
Awesome.
Where's the Commons? The mall?
Over in the
At the
Commons.
Commons.
Yes.
What's the Commons? The mall over by the Brewworks in the corner?
You can open the door now.
Good evening, everybody. This is Debbie. I'm John. We represent the Moravian Bookshop and Gift Gallery, where you are bound to find more. Get it? Books, bound? Can't you hear me? She just got it. We are representing the Moravian Bookshop. It is the oldest continuously operating bookseller in the world. We are right down the street on the other side. We were founded in 1745 by the Moravian Church. We are still owned by the Moravian Church to this day. All proceeds, all profits from the sales of anything in the Moravian Bookshop go to the retirement fund of the Moravian ministers and their families in the Northern Synod of the Moravian Church. The Moravians founded Bethlehem in 1741, Moravian College in 1742. It is the 6th oldest college or university in the country, and the bookstore, as I said, in 1745. Just back behind these buildings is God's Acre. It is traditional for all Moravian communities to set aside 1 acre of land for the burial of the dead, and they formed God's Acre in 1742. If you get a chance, visit God's Acre. It's a most interesting place. The Moravians have an interesting view on death. They see it as a happy occasion. They wear light-colored clothes instead of our darks that we wear today, and they believe in something called the democracy of death. When you go into the God's Acre, you will see all headstones flat to the ground. That is representative of the democracy of death. Next to each other in that cemetery are men, women, blacks, Northern American Indians, bishops, farmers, a very rare occurrence in colonial America. It is reported that there is an older continuously operating bookstore somewhere in Turkey. We have people there now looking at it. But we are the oldest in the United States, and we believe in the world. What else do you say? Our store consists of 5 departments. We happen to represent the Moravian room, where the famous Moravian and Bethlehem stars are sold. Hopefully you know the difference. The Moravian stars, all points equidistant from the center, and the stars of Bethlehem, which are actually a derivative of the original Moravian stars. The stars of Bethlehem are the elongated stars, just like the one up on the top of the mountain that's lit up every night. Go out into the middle of the street. Don't do it now. Go straight up to the mountain. You'll see the Star of Bethlehem up there. Anybody have any questions about the Moravian bookshop or the Moravians themselves here in Bethlehem? The Moravians, by the way, were a breakaway group from the Catholic Church in the 15th century, and they were chased around Europe for 150 years. Finally, they were allowed to settle in land owned by Count von Zinzendorf. Count von Zinzendorf visited them often here, but they came here to Emmaus and Nazareth and Bethlehem area and formed a large Moravian contingent. The largest one in the country is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. There is a smaller Moravian bookshop there, and there's actually a 3rd Moravian bookshop in Bethel, Alaska. Very small. It's way up at the top of Alaska by Point Barrow, where the Moravians work with the Inuit Indians. The Moravians believe very strongly in education, music, and missions. So you can imagine what Moravian College's endowment is like. Turning out teachers, musicians, and missionaries. What else we have some things for you folks here. We welcome you all to Bethlehem. Hopefully some of you are residents of the city or of the area. But if not, we welcome you to the Christmas City, USA. We have some fact sheets to give you. Our main entertainment tonight was that bullet in the red and white. But we would like to advertise something that we are sponsoring that we're very proud of. It's happening 4 days from now on Monday, right down the street in Foy Hall of Moravian College, and also down the street on this side in the Hotel Bethlehem, and that is Gerald Charles Dickens, the great-great-grandson of Charles Dickens, who is a well-trained, classically trained European actor specializing in one-man shows. And on Monday, this coming Monday, the 13th, he will present a show in Foy Hall and then a dinner theater at the hotel. The tickets for both of those events are still on sale at the bookshop. Debbie and I had the privilege to see the entire show last year, and for one man on stage with a fireplace, a couch, and a couple of other things, he goes through the entire Christmas Carol, and you'd swear there were at times 3 or 4 people on the stage, and he does twists and turns, and it's like people going through, like the ghosts of Christmas past and present and so on, coming through the walls. It's just fantastic. Well worth the price. It would be a highlight of your Christmas season.
Is there free gift wrapping tonight somewhere?
There is free gift wrapping tonight somewhere. You know where that somewhere is? It's right up at the Bethlehem Commons.
So if you shop tonight downtown, bring your receipt and you get free gift wrapping and a picture with Santa in the Main Street Commons.
And Santa, I believe, has started to make his way up there. He moved about 20 feet. Any questions? We have some things for you folks, including
Come to the Moravian Bookshop. We encourage you. It's beautiful this time of year.
Including some fact sheets of the Moravian Bookshop, and some mints, and some what people call Bethlehem Moravian stars. Technically, they are Froebel stars, F-R-O-E-B-E-L, invented by Mr. Friedrich Froebel over in Germany, who also is, as you well know, the inventor of kindergarten, right? You well know that. He invented kindergarten, and he invented these stars for kindergarten teachers to teach their kids how to weave out of 4 pieces of paper.
Wow.
We sell those pieces, is another advertisement. We sell those pieces of paper at the Moravian Bookshop. We also sell bells nickels at the Moravian Bookshop, and our last point, very short one, is to tell you about the bells nickel. Some of you may have heard of that word. It's a well-known word in Pennsylvania Dutch circles. A bells nickel is a very serious-faced Santa, carrying a switch or stick in one hand with which to beat the bad children, and a bag of jelly beans or candy in the other hand, and he throws them on the ground for the good kids to pick up. What a great Santa. That's the Belsnickel. He is of, I believe, Pennsylvania Dutch origin. There's also a story that we have about a Belsnickel in Canada, too, who gives gifts to children based on their sports up in Canada, of skiing and hockey and things like that. So we're going to walk around the crowd to give you some things now, and thank you so much for your attention. And don't forget free gift wrapping up at the Commons, and Santa will be there.